as you guys can see this, I'll tell you that in a bit, but I want to give you guys an apology because I have not made any videos in the past couple, I'll say probably weeks. It's been a good while. The reason is for that because if I remember on my last video, I posted saying that, you know, I'm starting a new job finally, and I don't know if I'm gonna have all this time to be able to work on the car or actually film. The only time I do have is after work, but usually after work I'm always doing something else, or I don't know. But what I'm gonna be doing the most I can, it's not gonna be daily, it's not gonna be like too much either, but I'm gonna try to do as much as I can during the week or the weekend to try and film right after work. So mostly every video that I'm gonna be making from now on, depending, is gonna be later on at night after work. Unless it's my day off, then my day off will be regular daytime, but I will be filming from night now, I guess. So that's kind of how it's gonna be going now. And what I'm doing right now is I'm painting my rear quarter panel, because if you guys remember, when I was at Grange, a tire blew up and it hit the rear quarter panel and dented the shit out of it. So I finally got to a point where we're fixing it a while ago. Inside here, I cut something in there and got a piece of wood and started banging it out. Got it out to as much as I can. I kind of made it line up a little bit, but it was still pretty wavy, so I added some bond to try to fix it up. And as you guys can see, it's pretty good. You know, it's not the best. You can probably see something right here, but probably the best I can do, honestly. And doing body work is really hard, but that's the best I can do on that, and I'm kind of happy with it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and repaint the whole quarter panel now finally. Another couple of new things too. I got tires for the wheels now finally. Also, if you guys remember, I've always been needing tires since I got these wheels, so finally got tires for them. It's been like probably 4 or 5 months that I had these wheels without tires until I finally got them now. I got new headlights too. I traded Ivan, and I made a video of all this couple stuff, so I'm gonna just kind of narrate it for now. So I got new headlights, and you guys will see that in a little bit. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm trading Ivan headlights. As I said previously before, I've always wanted the HR style headlights, or the newer year. And he wants my Halo one, so I already got everything out. And I rewired everything to make it a full plug and play. The only thing that we're having a problem with is, since mines are really big right here, the connector. You guys can see, let me focus. My connectors are really big compared to his are like half the size of this. So what I'm gonna have to do right now is splice up these wires and basically connect it to his connection, so he can just easily plug and play into his and into mine. So I'm gonna try and cover everything so you guys can see how to rewire this in case you guys want to do this, but no promises, because I'm gonna try to focus on getting everything right instead of just trying to get everything filmed and not coming out right and wasting time. So I'm gonna try to do this real quick, and I'm gonna do one first, and if it comes out good, then I'll probably film the other side and see how that goes. But yeah, this is Ivan's New Z. Yeah, really nice, pretty clean. Yeah, we're just trading headlights, and I got my rear lit finally. Now I'm just gonna get that wrapped. I'm gonna get the whole car wrapped. I'm not telling you guys the color yet. So, alright, we haven't done this one yet. We're gonna do this after, because Ivan's car has to get finished before he leaves. So I won't be able to film how we did it, but I did find out how to do it. If anything, maybe later on, or when we finish mine, I'll make the video for that, of the whole rewire. It's really easy, because normally if you have like a regular like a stock headlight for a DE, or I guess like an 03 to 06, you can have 8 wires on the main plug coming out and coming in from the headlight. If you have the newer headlights like this one, these come with 6. Whatever, I don't got 6 fingers. It comes with 6 wires. So basically there's Alright, so from going from 8 wires, you're just going to convert it basically to 6 wires, and there's going to be 2 wires that you're not going to need. Those will usually be for, I believe, the high beam, I think, I'm not sure, but I saw this other video, or I saw on the forum. There's 2 wires that you won't need that comes with these stock headlights for some reason, but with the newer ones, you don't need those 2, so you just kind of got to move them around. From what I remember, the top 3 plugs, or the top 3 wires, you gotta take them out and put them on the top 3 of the new connection. and I'll show you what I mean with the new connection if you guys are trading or this and that. And the bottom 3 are just kind of switched around, I think the other way, or just like I don't know. I'll show you guys when I do that. But we got this one going, we got this one working, and we're gonna do mines after. I'll show you guys the bumper, but I already took it off. So these are the ones I'm getting, and these are with diamonds. Personally, I like these better on his car because it's white and it gives it more of an accent, and it shows more of the black housing, because mine with a dark gray is not really noticeable, but with his, since his car's white, it shows more. And since with his bumper he has these in black, I think it'll actually look better now because it's gonna go with it, and it will be just like a random black piece, or like a random black light. But maybe later on we're gonna take off the lens, clean it up better, and maybe paint this inside black, so it won't be just a random piece of chrome. I think it'll look better. Alright, so now we're just gonna zip tie everything up so none of the wires get chewed up by the tires. We got the headlights fitting on really good. So like I said, I think this is the way it faces up. So the first 3 holes you'll see in there, you see how there's 4. The first 3 will go on the first 3 of those, and the bottom ones are switched up. And yeah, if you do that, it will just be plug and play and it'll be good. I'm gonna do these on mine right now. I just put them on to see how they look. Like with the bumper, honestly I like it a lot more. Yeah, right now we're just finishing these up, and then we're gonna start with these in a bit. I also did some coilovers on this 2018 FRS. They're teen coilovers. It used to be on Orange Springs, but we put some coilovers on it, and I made a video for that too, except the camera died kind of like halfway there, so it's kind of like a time lapse, I guess. So I'll show you guys that right now too. We already finished with the front coilovers. We still got the rear. We're gonna do the rear in a bit. Yeah, so my battery's dying, so I don't know if I'll film the rest of it, but yeah, we're basically finished with the coilover. Finished with that, and yeah. We got 2 new cars basically in this house now, because since Ivan's here all the time, and I don't remember if I posted in the videos before, Ivan was planning on selling his car, the GS, but the cool thing is his brother bought the GS, so the GS is still in the family, I guess. But Ivan did get another car, and so did my little sister. If you guys remember the Lexus IS 302, the gray one that you see somewhere in the background, she got a new car too, and they're both the same cars that they got, so it's kind of cool. So I'll show you guys that right now. So yeah, this is the new Z that we got my little sister. She's the one who had the IS that you guys will see in the background. She just picked us up about 3 days ago, I believe, and I just picked up a rear lip, and I'll show you guys that probably in the next video, or the installation of that as well. And yeah, so, and this is the other Z that we just picked up as well. Ignore all this. This is just a newer bumper, newer hood, and newer headlights, so we're gonna get that painted too. We're gonna paint the bumper tonight. It came with full suspension, legitimately everything, same thing. So 03, and my Z's back there, it's an 03 as well. And when she first got the car, we got it in shitty condition. It was so bad. I guess the car was recently repainted. Well, not recently, but it was repainted. But the guys just kind of let the car sit and kind of just like that alone. The car's been sitting for like 3 or 4 months because they got a new car, this and that. So we picked the car up, and it was in such bad condition, like we just had to do some little minor work, you know, just kind of bring it back up to date. What we did typically was do a tune-up. I wet sanded and brought back her headlights. We got a new front lip, repainted that. Her whole interior was blue. And so yeah, so we got a new lip for her car as well. I painted it. Her interior, the people decided to paint the interior all blue, which is really ugly. It looks so stupid. But I went ahead and painted everything black the way it should be. We got some new leather steering wheel cover for that, this, and like a couple stuff. I wet sanded the car and buffed it to living shit. Like I buffed the hell out of it to bring back the color, and the car looks phenomenal now. It's somewhere back there. I'll show you guys that right now. You guys can see the car, what I just said earlier. But that car looks way better now. We repainted her wheels black too because they were just like half-ass painted, so we did that. With Ivan's car too, he kind of got his a little used. His front bumper was a different color. He didn't like the headlights, which is the ones I got now. I don't know why he doesn't like these, but I love these headlights, and me and him traded. But his bumper and his hood were gray and his car is white, so I painted his bumper, I painted his hood. I didn't get to film the hood because I couldn't find my camera at that time. So yeah, so we painted his hood, painted his bumper. There's a video for that too on the bumper. Okay, so we got everything taped up, we got everything prepped, sanded, just kind of sanded down the lip a little bit just so the paint can stick a little bit better. And right now we're gonna add it with the primer first, let it dry up. I'm gonna use a hair dryer in order to like heat it up and help it dry up. And then I'm gonna hit it with the paint and then the clear, same thing with the heater. And yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, so now we got the primer going. We're gonna let this dry up. Same thing, like I said, I'm gonna use a blow dryer to warm it up, and then I'm gonna hit it with the color after this. Just one little quick layer of primer will be fine, and then once you give it like a good 2, maybe 3 pretty strong coats. The first coat's always gonna be really light. The second and third is gonna be really thick and all over. So this is the second coat. As you can see, it's still not fully one color yet. It still looks like faded on some spots. Third coat, I'm gonna give it a thicker coat, and probably the fourth one is gonna be a whole one color, and then I'll let it dry up and hit it with the clear. So this is the last coat of clear. As you can see how pretty wet and shiny it is. That was like 3 coats total. The third one was really thick, and that's kind of how it stayed right now. And let it dry up, and then we'll take everything off after, and we'll see how good it comes out. Alright, so this is the turnout of the front lip. As you can see, it's legitimately almost paint matched. Exactly like the same color, just maybe slightly bit darker, not too much, but it's right there. So right now we got this prepped, we sanded it down, cleaned it up, prepped everything, taped it up, and we're gonna get ready to paint this. So we're gonna move this car out the way, and we're gonna start on this. Alright, so I have the bumper prepped right here, ready to get it painted. This is how this came out. And this is Ivan's new Z. He sold the GS to his brother and bought this Z. And here's my Z. Thick. Now we all got Z's. It's a Z house now. So yeah, we're gonna get the bumper painted right now. And I'll show you guys how it looks with the primer, paint, and everything else. Okay, so this is the second coat of primer. We're gonna let this dry up really good before I start hitting it with the color. The color is gonna be a white too, so this is gonna be a really kind of difficult job because I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm spraying and where my line's at. So I'm gonna let this dry up a little bit. I'm gonna give it some little heat, let it heat up a little bit, and then I'm gonna hit it with the paint. I'm gonna see how that goes. So this is how the front's gonna look now. We did a quick little bumper mod for the Z. So we just bolted up this middle piece straight to the bash bar in the back to make it look like it's sticking up. As well with this one too. We just stuck it up higher. We just stuck it up higher. The rear lip piece, stuck it up. Yeah. Same thing with mine's a little bit. So mine has rear lip, so yeah, you can really see mine. But so this is the final product with the clear. Looks a little wet still. Gonna let this dry up for maybe like a day or 2. Then we'll get a wet sand. I'll be for sure to update it in the next couple days. I was gonna let this dry up for a good couple days just so it can cure before I wet sand it. You can see it's really wet. And then, alright, so basically what I'm trying to do right now is with the rear lip right here in the middle. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it like sticks up. So I'm gonna put a bunch of screws to keep it all the way down. Grind down the screws a little bit just so it can be flat. And we're just gonna Bondo over the screws to make it look nice and smooth, especially this piece right here was like ripped. I'm gonna Bondo over this too, just to make it look nice before I paint it, because I just bought paint for this. Until I get enough money to wrap the car, I'm just gonna go ahead and paint it for now. And yeah, so I'm just gonna try to do this right now, try to get all this flying down first, and focus on that. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have legitimately like 8 or 9 screws here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my grinder. I'm just gonna grind these down until they get flat. Enough to still be holding on to it, but just flat enough so I can Bondo, like give it like a quick little pass by Bondo to cover it up and then repaint it. So yeah, that's what I'm just gonna do. I'm just gonna, cause I know I'm gonna keep this rear lip for a good while. So I'm gonna sand this down and then, or just grind them down and then Bondo over it, just like these little layers, and then we'll be good with that, especially to fill this little gap up right there. And I was thinking, well, maybe some little spots like right here too, but this fits enough to like be decent. So, all right, so this is the first. Well, this is gonna be the only layer I'm gonna put a Bondo. So you can see I covered up all the screws. It got a little bit ugly here, but when I sand it down, most of it's gonna come off. There's gonna be some little spots where it hits, but the reason I'm adding more just in case I can give it a better layer, and so it won't be so like wavy. I guess so I can just make it straight. I know this is polyurethane, but it's you know, like I said, it's gonna be on the bumper. So I'm just doing that. The reason I taped this up because this is where I'm gonna like mask it up and start painting the car in a bit. So while I let this dry up, I'm gonna start masking the whole side of the car up so I can get everything prepared. And once it's done drying, I'm just gonna give it a quick little sand down and just start spraying the car, and we'll go from there. All right, so I got the Bondo sanded down, let it dry out for like a good 30 minutes. Got everything taped up and prepped. Now all I gotta do is just spray the primer, let it sit for a bit, and then start adding the paint. Before that, I'm just gonna give a quick little sand around the whole rear lip just so it can be really smooth. And before there's any particles on there and messes up, so gonna sand the rear lip and primer it, let it dry out for a little bit, and then I'm gonna hit it with the paint, clear coat it, wet sand it, everything. Yeah. All right, so I went ahead and painted it with the color, and I gave it about well, first coat was just like a light coat just so it can stick. The rest of the two, I fucked up. The first coat was a very light one, and then 3 more that were like super thick to get everything all one color. And then I'm using this clear coat, the acrylic lacquer or whatever this is, but the one I'm using to clear coat the roof bumper. This is the first coat of clear. I'm waiting for another clear coat. Evan's gonna go get it and then use that. So this is about maybe the 4th coat of clear. Which is the one more so it can be super shiny. This is without wet sanding. As you can see, it's already getting super wet. That's already after it's been dried up. And I'm using the clear coat like I said. And it's coming out pretty good. So basically here is the finished product, I guess. I'm still gonna go ahead and wet sand it and make it shinier. But as you can see, the color is almost exactly the same. Just slightly bit off, but almost the same color. But yeah, that's the whole rear lip. I'm gonna actually repaint this again up here because this looks really nasty. Better redo that. And yeah, it came out pretty good. We fixed his window because I think his window was like, it wasn't rolling up or whatever. Fixed that. He got some new wheels too. I don't know if you guys can see from here, but yeah, he bought my friend Gus's they're like work airline wheels. They're I think they're SSRs. I don't know. Ignore that plane. But yeah, he got some new wheels for it already too. What's another thing we did to it? Well yeah, we did that. And other than that, on my car, I got a new passenger seat, which is a driver's seat, but I had to cut the rails and convert it to make it fit for passenger. Yeah, it's just a regular stock seat. You guys can't really see it, but it's an original seat, and it's cloth, so it won't be leather compared to everything else. But yeah, got a new passenger seat. I'm currently needing a battery for the car because it keeps dying, so I'm gonna get a new battery soon. Ignore all this, I'm repainting the quarter panel. But I repainted my trunk, as you guys can see right here. Redid all of this. So I need to give another buff because I already did the first buff, but you know, I got a little dusty. Got a rear lip too. There's that. Put my wing back on. Got tires. Repainted my mirrors. New headlights. Yeah, nothing really too much, but something to kind of bring it back. So I have like 4 or 5 videos that I would have been done with, but I've been filming just little by little because I didn't really have time to make an intro as I'm doing right now. And so yeah, this is basically like an apology that I didn't put any videos recently. So videos are gonna be coming a lot more soon, a lot more of me doing stuff to my car, their car, stuff like that. So yeah, so we got 2 new cars in the family. I'm doing stuff to my car again because I actually have money to mess with it now. Yeah, so we did a couple stuff, and then my sister's boyfriend's car right here. It's a Mustang. We currently, or recently right now, what we're doing, well, I'm doing a starter on it right now, but I lowered the front. We're gonna lower the back next time. I don't think I have a video for that, but I do have a video for the coilovers on the F4S. A video on painting Ivan's bumper, painting the front lip, installing the front lip, changing the headlights. The headlights were kind of hard because you had to rewire a couple stuff, because the normal DE headlights come with I think like a 8-wire like connection, and these come with a 6. So a bunch of rewiring. I watched the video, and I can't say I did it myself. So did that, doing good stuff to it now, and I'm gonna be driving the car more. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So yeah, I got a couple videos. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. I'll show you little pieces of it, and I'll just narrate it. So yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, currently this is already the 3rd coat primer. It's already dried up. I'm probably just gonna go ahead and just give it a quick little wet sand, dry it up, and then hit it with the paint, just so it can be really, really smooth. Yeah. All right, so I got it all painted up. Just gotta clear coat it and let it sit for a little bit. Right now I'm currently using a blow dryer to dry it up and help it dry faster, I guess. And clear coat in a bit, and we'll almost be done. So this is about the 3rd coat of clear. You can already see it's already looking really wet. It's crazy. Maybe some more light in here. There we go. Yeah. Gonna do one more coat of clear so it can look super shiny, and then wet sand it later on. Yeah. Except the quarter panel still kind of looks shitty, but it's not too bad. Better than how it was. So this is basically the finished product right now before the wet sand. As I said before, it is a little bit of a difference. You can tell from this side, it's a little more like, the hue of it is more yellowish, but it's legitimately almost the same color. And I mean, it looks better than having a ginormous dent and like 3 different colors and shit. So I'm honestly just gonna end up repainting the whole car myself. But yeah, other than that, I'm still gonna fix this fender right there. I think when it gets more shiny or more wet, it'll kind of decrease like the different shade, as well as like the rear part right here, because I finished this one, and you can see how like nice and kind of reflective it is. You really can't tell the difference of the color, but yeah, it's almost there. Better than how it was, honestly. Alright, so this is legitimately the finished product. Look how much of a reflection that is. I'm gonna get a little bit darker so you guys can see. Ooh, it's so wet. Yeah, so this is after wet sanding it. I first went with a 1000 grit and just wet sanded everything. And make sure to, when you wet sand, just give it one just full pass, like the same direction all the time through the whole thing. And then once you start seeing that there's not as much orange peel when basically everything's already gone, hit it with a 2000 grit. I don't know where I left it at, but hit it with a 1000 grit for the first one, and then I hit it with a 2000 grit. You could also do 1500 if you want, but you can do 10, or I mean you can do 1000, 1500, and then 2000, and you get probably even a better result than this. But this is pretty damn good. After I did that, I just used Meguiar's compound. So yeah, I used Meguiar's compound, buffed it with this machine. Just went at it for a couple times. I did it like maybe 5 or 6 times to get it really reflective. So that's the end product. And again, I hope you guys appreciate this video. If you guys like it, go ahead and like the video. Subscribe if you haven't yet. We just hit 2,300 subscribers, so that's very awesome. Thank you guys a lot. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.